But let's move on. Hey, Janusz, Michallik, Weston McKennie. Juventus's Weston McKennie, USMNT's Weston McKennie is attracting a lot of attention, including Unai Emery's Aston Villa as well. Where do you see McKennie going or staying? Where would you like to see him? Because there's a lot of interest from Premier League clubs, European as well.
Well, I mean, I think obviously if Juventus didn't have the issue, I don't think Michallik would necessarily want him out. I could be wrong here, but I think he's been playing well for Juventus. We know the situation, and from what we hear, he has to go. There's been talk about Bournemouth. I don't know if you change Juventus for Bournemouth. So I think if I were Weston McKennie, that probably would be a non-starter for me. Villa under Unai Emery. Obviously, unique competition, and Unai Emery's been doing a pretty good job. With, I think he's won 3 out of the 4 games that he's been there so far. I mean, in that position, because you can play Weston McKennie everywhere in the midfield. And Unai Emery playing 4-4-2, you can play him centrally, but as we know with Juventus, he can play in a wider position as well, both on the left or right. Maybe not ideal, but that's he has played for Juventus in those positions. Boubacar Kamara has been playing well. That's the number 6 that, McKennie maybe not perfect for that. Douglas Luiz has been playing well, but unique competition. So I can see that. I actually think that, maybe Newcastle United would be the best, because, I mean, the way they play, I could see him playing either centrally or in the position where who am I thinking? Joe Willock and Sean Longstaff are playing. That's almost a perfect system, and the sort of player that I think would help Newcastle more than any other club that I can think of right now. He's got the experience as well. He had a pretty decent World Cup. That would also allow, having somebody like McKennie there, would allow Bruno Guimaraes to play a little bit higher, because that's where he's at his best. And right now, when we watch Newcastle, he plays very, very deep because he has to.
Unai Emery also enjoys the 4-2-3-1. He could be a good competition for McGinn, although I do prefer Yunus Musa. We'll have to wait and see.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.